All right, thank you for joining. Today I wanted to go over XLM USDT on the Binance chart. And after the selling pressure we experienced for Bitcoin, we can see that XLM is now trading at the bottom of this channel, which I drew a very long time ago, I think a few months ago. This was a request, and just to go over my current thoughts and opinion on where XLM sits and what do I expect from this project. Obviously, we can see my high time frame analysis, just keeping this up just to see how this plays out for 2025. Obviously, we did not get this impulse out in a back test because Bitcoin did sell off due to the halving, which is just historical price action. So right now, I still have the same idea in mind. As you can see, this was a accumulation, massive accumulation down here. We broke out, back tested the resistance as support, found a new range to trading, which at the same time, this new range is actually this old range back here, right? As you can see, so back here was a range. We lost it, formed this range down here, right? Broke out, and now we're back within pretty much the same range which we were trading in before. So until we lose this current range or this channel, right, decisively, and start to trade below this zone or below this channel, a couple days, couple 4-hour candle closes, then I would expect us to go back down to around 7 cents. But as of right now, I don't really think that's going to happen. But if Bitcoin does continue to sell off, then yes, this low at 7 cents will be most likely tested one more time. But as of right now, I think XLM is showing a lot of strength. And I say that because, as you can see, once we got the sell-off from Bitcoin, XLM also sold off to around 9 cents. But we also reclaimed the same parallel channel, right? So this is very important support. So this was a slight deviation right here, slight deviation. And now since we reclaimed the channel, it's smarter to remain a little bit more bullish than bearish currently. I would not be bearish until we start to trade below the channel, back testing it as resistance. Then I would expect to test these lows down here, right? But as of right now, this is an interesting area to be a little bit more bullish. Obviously use risk management, because if you were to enter a trade, the best stop loss would be at the bottom of that wick, which in reality is pretty far away, right? You're talking 16% away. So then you might want to go into it a little bit more locally. And you could say, okay, if we start to fall below 10 cents, right, which would be a little bit better risk reward, then I'm out and I'll rejoin at around 7 to 8 cents, right? Targeting the highs. Now your stop loss is about 5% away, and that's a lot better than 18%, right? But as you can see, we reclaimed the parallel channel. We're now trading within this channel, smaller, higher lows. So as long as Bitcoin remains neutral or a little bit more bullish, I would definitely expect to see higher prices for XLM at around 13, 14 cents. And what I drew out before, I'm still keeping, because I believe this is exactly how it will go. Now it might just take a little bit longer, right? So let's just go ahead and move this over, because in my opinion, this is what I'm still expecting from XLM, right? We need to break out of this channel, reclaim this monthly level, which it looks like it has been tapped actually. So let's see here. Yeah, so this monthly level has been tapped. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly. There is a untapped weekly level here. Go ahead and draw that in. Yeah, let's just see here. So yeah, now this is pretty much just a wider, bigger channel. As you can see, resistance, this is the last support turns into resistance. So this line right here is very, very important. You need to flip 16 cents into support before you can then start to think about 22 cents, right? So 16 cents is a very key area. That's the next major resistance. That's where we found resistance before. The channel did get a little bit wider, but as you can see, this is the range that we are currently trading in, right? 46% from current prices. And I do expect this to get broken out, reclaimed, as you can see here, and prices to continue higher. Now, Bitcoin can currently drop a little bit, well, not a little bit, a lot more lower, you know, to around 50,000. And if that happens, then yes, I for sure believe XLM will go down to around 7 cents. So that's why you have to be very cautious and use the correct risk management. If you do have higher entry prices, since the bull market is right around the corner, this is not financial advice, but I would suggest it's always best to DCA instead of selling out of all your bags. If you do sell out of your holdings, you kind of want to at least not sell 100%, maybe sell 50%, just so this way, if price does continue to move higher, you can still just re-enter and you still have the same entry. But right now we are at support, and you never want to become bearish at support. Only once support is broken, right, that's when you want to become bearish, because then you're targeting the next level of lows, which is right here, like I said, at around 7 cents. All right, so hopefully you XLM holders out there like this video. If so, like and subscribe, really appreciate it. Remember to follow me on x.com, formerly known as Twitter. Do post updates. You know, Starknet, I said 117, then 178. Let's see how that's actually looking. I'm curious. Let's see. Did we get there? Very close, very close. So obviously when I drew this line is pretty much when I said that. So yeah, I was targeting 117. We pretty much got there. I mean, 118, 118. We pretty much got there. So I still expect a little bit lower. Once that's tapped, then yeah, I expect higher prices around 170, 178. It's funny how things play out, isn't it? But yeah, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, take care.